She was humiliated by her children, the same ones she built a billion-dollar empire for. A woman pretended she had lost everything just to see which one of her children would still stand by her. Her name was Margaret Collins. For 35 years, she had built a textile empire from nothing. She worked 18 hours a day, endured humiliation, and sacrificed everything so her 3 children would never struggle the way she did. When success finally came, she gave them the best life possible. Top schools abroad, luxury apartments, new cars, and a life without limits. Without realizing it, she stopped being a mother and became nothing more than their ATM. One night, sitting alone in her office, Margaret finally saw the truth. Her 2 older children only called when they needed something. The only one who ever asked how she was doing was her youngest son, Fred, a public school teacher who lived a simple life and was often looked down on by the rest of the family. That night, she made a decision. She would pretend she had lost everything. She put on worn-out clothes, left behind her cards and money, and stepped out into the streets looking like someone who had nothing left. She wanted to know one thing. If she had nothing to offer, who would still open the door? First, she went to her daughter, Sophia. The moment Sophia saw her, her expression changed. She looked at her with disgust, told her to leave, complained about her appearance, and said she didn't want problems with the neighbors. She didn't ask what had happened. She didn't invite her inside. She simply shut the door. Then Margaret went to her eldest son, Andrew, a successful surgeon. He didn't even let her explain. He placed some money in her hand and told her to go away because he had an important dinner to attend. To him, it was just a problem to get rid of. 2 children, 2 closed doors, 2 moments she would never forget. Exhausted, she made her way to the last place, a small house on the edge of the city. Fred opened the door, and without hesitation he let her in. His wife, Emma, the same woman Margaret had once judged for being too poor, brought her a blanket and something warm to eat. They had very little, but they shared everything they had without a second thought. That night, Margaret pretended to sleep, but she heard them talking. They were quietly discussing selling what little they owned just to make sure she would be okay. And in that moment, Margaret understood something she had never learned in all her years of success. Real love is not measured by wealth. It is proven by sacrifice. But what happened the next day, when her lawyer and security team arrived at that small house, left everyone completely frozen. If you want to know what she did next and how her millionaire children reacted, comment part 2 and like this video.